tuned in to Thoroughbred Magazine and TV. We got a special guest on the line today, Drae. Drae, you there? What's going on, brother? How's everything?
Baby.
Word, man. Hey, listen, man, let's get right into it, man. This brother right here on the line is from Canada, man. Ontario to be specific. Bubbling out here in the streets, man, with this new joint, Walk Down. And you know, let's just really get into it, man. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Yo, what up? This Drama from the GTA Toronto, from Brampton, Flower City. That's where we're at. Shout out 333 Zilla on IG. That's Rodzilla. Yeah, you know what's up.
Most definitely. And shout out to 333 Zilla, man. He definitely, y'all both coming together on this track. It's crazy, man. So, but before we get into that,
so he can't make it.
Yeah, we're going to definitely get him, you know, another time or whatever. But before we get into that, I just really want to get into you, man, and just your creativeness and how did you get started with music and what really got you started.
We've been doing the music thing from like grade 6. We had my good brethren, my nigga cousin, his older brother used to have his own studio. We used to be up in there all day watching them do what they do, and then eventually we like music naturally, so, and then eventually the whole thing just rubbed off, and he gave us some studio time. When he wasn't there, he started fucking my brethren cuz, he started going on the computer, you know what I mean, and then he figured it out, and then we started recording when the OGs wasn't there. Then when the OGs saw what we were doing and they heard it, they're tripping, like, this is grade 6, like grade 6, grade 7, grade 8.
So y'all was just youngins, just sitting around and just soaking up the game and just really just say, hey, listen, why don't we do it?
Exactly, and some of us made it still.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And you saying grade 6, so y'all 12, 13, making music, starting out.
Absolutely.
And what was that, you know, if you can remember, what was that first song that you guys made that really just kind of just took y'all, you know, to really making it serious?
When we were younger, them times?
Yeah, man, taking it back to those times. Like, do you remember the name of that song or what that vibe was?
We had a group called Deuces and Drae. I'm not going to disclose any members right now, but we had a group, and then we had a track called Inspector Gadget. We had a few tracks. It's not a track that anybody's really heard, like, but like, because we were super young, we didn't know about internet like that. There was no IG. I don't even think it was YouTube, but yeah, like when Chief Keef was 7, we were talking that shit.
That's what's up, man. No, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. I like to highlight that, man. Just the start and the ground from where it started from to where you coming to now. You know what I mean? So just to be able to take yourself back to those times of being in the 6th grade, 7th grade, and starting to make music with your crew at the time. That's dope, man. Because you know a lot of people, you know, they starting out just as well. You know, you got 6th and 7th graders, or you know, people starting music at a young age.
Some people just have it. Some people can start yesterday and they just catch on listening like a fucking couple months, and they just have it because they've been listening and rapping the words of other rappers, like, you know, so they become sick fans, and then they know all the words, and then they fucking manipulate it and master it, you know. But for us, we created our own shit from scratch, just being influenced by, like, back in the day, the hip hop from back in the day, because I'm still kind of an older head, so, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wanted to get into that, you know, like as far as the sound. Do you feel like your sound changed from initially when you started back in the 6th grade making music to now?
Yeah, for sure, but only just like, for sure, and like almost in every way, but mostly just the confidence in the voice and shit like that. Even with this walkout track, that's not necessary. That's why I'm releasing a few other shit to show people different. Like, you know, like that walkdown track was like me kind of just trying to be current to the time, sort of, but without selling out and being like anybody's kid, like letting niggas, like taking niggas styles, like with the auto tunes and shit, which is dope, but that's not, like I said, that's not where I came from, so I'm not trying to switch that part.
Yeah. I mean, you just basically just showing your versatility and just, you know, you could play every lane.
Yeah, I just want them to hear the original me, like. If I do a live performance, I don't need to have all that shit. Like, this is me. This is the straight me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just sick, and that's it. Not the fucking engineering. They're doing all those things to it.
No, I feel you. When it comes to the process of making music, what is your process more? Are you more of a pen writer, or do you freestyle when you come into making songs?
I like to write and do everything professionally. Some people want to go free. Rod doesn't write. Rod just goes in the studio and he'll just go bar for bar, and it comes out sick. I can't do that right now.
Okay. Yeah. You really want to.
Yeah, I like to be super organized and have the right memorized. So when I go in there, I don't sound like I'm reading it. But the way he does it, because he's freestyling, it comes out like that too. But that's his strategy. It's like what Jay-Z does.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And I mean, even down to the writing process, what does that look like for you? What is the time span of you coming into the studio and making a song? What is that process like?
If the beat is like clicking with me like that, it's gonna be super easy.
Okay. I mean, even down to this Walk Down song, what was the process as far as coming into that song? Like, did y'all both come into the studio together?
I'm like, Rod has the bangers in the studio, bro. And I just went in there, like I told you. I told him I'm looking for a hit, trying to get some of your clout, juice my shit up so I can fly on my own too. That's my nigga. Okay. So I told him straight up, I'm a real nigga. I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For a while, I was gone for a while, so I came back and I'm like, yeah, let me get some of that fame. So. Pretty much.
Yeah.
He had that track in the studio already done, fam. Some wacky was on it, so he just kicked him off, and I wrote like 20 minutes. I just wrote my little 16, which was
get out of here. Get out of here.
I just dropped it like that. Like, it was just me coming in the studio and kicking somebody off the track.
Wow. And then you just threw your spice on it.
That's it.
That's dope, man. And salute to him for, keeping you in mind and definitely throw you on that. Most definitely.
That other dude off, because that guy wasn't that good. I don't even remember what he was.
Hey, listen.
It was probably good. I don't know. I'm dissing. I apologize. Like, I didn't mean to come out like that. But honestly, like the way that we did it together, it just mixed better.
Yeah. You brought a whole other level to it. That's dope, man. I mean,
because he had the like, you asked me, at that lucrative, sophisticated gangster, and then I just came that, like, kind of like
gutter. Yeah, you came with that gutter. Yeah. Hey, listen, I love the song, man. I definitely rock with it. Now to dig in on the song, I know that there has to be a place where that song come from. So, with you guys coming out of Canada, man, what type of vibe? What's the situation? For those that are not from Canada. What are the situations and vibes that's going out there in Canada? What does the hood look like? Where you from?
I'm not from, I'm associated with a lot of people, so people might get it twisted and think I'm from here, I'm from there, but I'm really from Mississauga. But I'm actually from Brampton because I grew up in Brampton my whole life, but I'm born in Mississauga, Credit Valley Hospital. I'm not from no hood like that. Actually, the hood was in my house, like, you know what I mean? After I was baby.
I dig it.
Yeah, gunshots rang off at my house. Niggas got shot at my house. All kinds of shit at my house. Like, I never had to be in the hood. Like, you know how people are in the hood, they can make the decision to walk this way and go this way, but I have to go.
Of course.
So,
of course. You don't. Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, that also adds to it.
They held it down. They did the best they can do. I'm not saying that we grew up a fucked up life, but I'm just saying, like, the way that we had our hustle at the time, it was like we went through things that, like, other people just didn't.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's dope for the testimony, man, just as far as your story. Because, for those that are watching and listening that, follow your creativeness and support you, it lets them know that I don't necessarily have to be involved in all of the bullshit that's taking place to be able to execute on being in the music industry or whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just really setting yourself apart. You know what I mean? So that's dope. When it comes down to, taking it back to even going back to the 6th grade when y'all was making music, what was the reception when you came out with the songs initially? And even moving forward now, how are people receiving you?
Are you talking about the new track, Walk Down?
Yeah, I mean, a new track. I mean, just a transition. I mean, when you started, I know you were saying you started in the 6th grade. When you started making music in the 6th grade with the crew at the time, what was the reception then? And then moving forward to now, how are people receiving you now?
Okay. Well, when we were young, like I said, we were talking that Chief Keef shit a little bit more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he was like a baby son. So, like, and we were seeing that shit, but we weren't really too involved in it. And then we started, like, living it later. So, like, me personally started living it earlier than a lot of people. So, I ended it earlier than a lot of people. And while people started picking up the fuckery, I was, like, already done with it. So, like, yeah, like, I started switching up a little bit, but I always kept it real because that's just what it is. That all that shit that's going down is happening. So I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to kind of more so like have beef tracks against other crews back in the day. That was just generalized situations that everyone could relate to. Lockdown was more of like just to solely capture people's attention with what's going on today, but obviously people are going to misconstrue it and think that we're talking about some particular crew. But
hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Some people gonna like it. Some people gonna hate it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
We need haters. We need haters. That's the only way we
know. Of course. Of course. You can't live without them, man. They gotta be there. So it is. It is what it is. I mean, moving forward though, you know, when you dropped that song, what was the reception for the people and your supporters with that? How was they receiving that song?
Before I drop a song, I have like a good group of people that I chill with on the regular that I trust their opinion because they're good. They're the ones who put me on just industry music, period, that I'm listening to on a daily. So I know they have good taste. I always run it by them. If they tell me that's their shit, and I can tell if they're really tweaking. And this time I see them like, yo, tweaking. So I was like, yeah, yo. Then I started really hollering at Rod for like on and off for like months. But he was busy doing enough shit, so.
Yeah.
It came around my birthday time, and he's like, yo, we're shooting that video today.
And it was over. It was over.
Like,
and that video too, man.
I wasn't even ready, but I'm not going to say no.
No, of course not.
Do what we have to do.
Of course not. We glad that you didn't, man, because I mean.
By the way, was not planned. Nothing about it.
Get out of here.
He called me, like I said, on my birthday, May 12th, and then he fucking just said, we're shooting the video today. I don't know what his problem is, but we did. I was like, alright. He came by late in the night, where we didn't have enough time to set up anything, because he came late in the night with his shorties and shit, whatever. And then I had my branches and a couple of my homegirls, and then I'm like, alright. We just made a couple calls to our homegirls, and then we just linked up at one of our homies' cribs. Started burning it down, throwing up cash, and girls started stripping like on their own recognizance. We never told them to do what to do. Everybody did that shit on their own. Everybody pulled out their own money. Everybody started rolling up. We had one guy just rolling up all night, had slugs to people.
It was just the whole vibe.
Yo,
it was a whole vibe. I mean, listen.
I'm gonna be real with you. After we were done throwing all that money, there was somebody just sweeping it up and counting it later.
Hey, listen, I watched that video, man. The amount of money that was in that video was crazy. The amount of females in the video was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all definitely did y'all thing.
It was a regular night. We're like that every day. We roll deep. I don't even know what's going on. Are you guys doing the Corona thing? Because we're still deep as fuck all the time.
Most definitely. Almost definitely.
Always over 10 deep.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a lit video, man, and we definitely looking forward for more, you know, coming out of both of y'all and even yourself as well, man, for sure. Any projects coming forward? You know what I mean? Following up this.
I already shot a video. He's just has to show it to me, but I'm not rushing him because he's mad busy. But he knows what he's doing. He said he wanted to release it this week. I told him, whatever, that's personal shit. But we have I have 2 more things coming, and I'm shooting this week, this Friday, the next one.
Okay. So
the one that I'm shooting this Friday is gonna be turn up. I'm not gonna release any information on it just yet, but when we talk on the ones, I'll tell you more about that. But yeah, I have things coming. We have videos coming and a whole bunch of things coming.
Most definitely. As far as the platforms, you know, where people could reach you and find out about your music, you know, let's shout that out and let them know where they can find you at.
There's a couple places. If you wanna talk about the current stuff, you can go on SoundCloud and type the Drae. That's spelled DRAE on Drae. You know what I mean? And then it's the same thing for everything. Drae. YouTube, Spotify, everywhere.
Okay. Gotcha.
It has that name, Drae, DRAE. So it's the same thing for everything.
Drae, and Drae with DRAE, just for everybody to know. Drae, with the Drae is DRAE.
Yeah.
I wanna end it off with this, man.
I have a good homie, Drama the Problem, but I'm always making jokes with him, calling it the Ouija.
You getting all you clouded water like that? Oh man. Hey, listen, it's all a good love, man. That's what's up, man. I like also too, man. I was gonna end it off with this, but I'm gonna say this too, man. I like the community-ness of y'all sticking together, man, and definitely just trying to build a momentum, man. So that's dope. I want to commend y'all for that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I mean, it looks like we're just representing what's going on in the city, but at the end of the day, we're not really too down for the violence. We're all about paper. You know what I mean? Like, we're just making it. We're just making it. Everybody knows what it is. We've lived that life. We went through that life. We probably still live that life, but the plan is to try to get out of it.
Most definitely. We respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
I want to end it off with this though. You know, for your supporters, for the people watching. You know, what type of inspiration or motivation would you give them, or words of encouragement, as far as pushing forward with their dreams and their creative thoughts and things that they want to do?
It's simple, man. Like, yo, it's all attitude. Like, in everything in life is all handling your mood and your attitude and your emotions. That's it, man. And don't let no one discourage you. Don't let no one control your emotions. You have to be in control of your emotions at all times.
Big facts.
Pick and choose your battles. Simple.
Big facts.
And you'll know when the stars align and it's the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Like Magic, like Bishop Don Juan said. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it from the concrete to the penthouse suite.
Exactly. for real, man.
Don't even let your parents tell you, oh, that's hard, that's 1 in a million. And don't ever be discouraged by anybody, because anything's a possibility. And don't ever keep hung up on one dream. You have like 50 things you're capable of. Do everything. Do it all. Hey, listen, man, I would leave it off with that, but I got one more. For you. If there's something that, you know, people probably wouldn't know about you, man, whether it's a hobby that you like to do, a certain food that you like to eat, anything, what would that be? I'm an illustrator. I like to draw. You know
okay.
What I'm saying? I'm a sick drawer. I can do portraits, and I love to do cartoons.
That's dope. Man.
So we're doing a clothing line. We're trying to come up with the clothes on a clothing line. You see my IG? We posted a cartoon that's not my work. That's from Trinity Art, but he inspired me to give him some of my work so he can graphic design it and put them on clothes. So you'll see some of that stuff too. So I'll be branching out to the clothing line thing too. Hey,
listen, that's dope, man. We definitely gonna be in tune with that, man. I appreciate your time, brother.
Hey, I respect King Rich for reaching out and actually giving a fuck. Like, everybody in my inbox wants some money. I told the niggas, I'm like, yo, man, just give me your email. I'll send you $100. Just don't fucking call me again.
For real, man. Hey, listen, man, it's all about the love, man, and I respect what y'all doing, man. And you know, I'm showing love, y'all showing love back, man. That's where the common ground comes at, for sure. So
keep this contact, you know what I mean, and build something.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure, man. We are, man. And I appreciate you coming on the platform, brother.
Thank you. Big up yourself, yo.
For sure. Hey, listen, it's been another episode of many episodes to come. Thoroughbred Magazine and TV. We out.